Welcome to another video presented by Raven Expeditions. Please subscribe to my channel and share this video to support my work. The tomb of Seti I, numbered KV17, is one of the longest and deepest tombs in the Valley of the Kings in Luxor, Egypt, reaching a length of just over 137 meters, around 450 feet. It is also one of the most beautifully, richly and intricately decorated tombs. KV17 was discovered on October 16, 1817 by Giovanni Battista Belzoni. In fact, it's often called Belzoni's tomb. Belzoni was the same explorer who later entered the King's Chamber of Khafra's pyramid on the Giza Plateau in 1818. He also excavated Ramses the Great's masterpiece, a double symbol. It is claimed that upon entering KV17, Belzoni found the paintings in excellent condition, and the paint on the walls looked fresh, despite that the tomb had been constructed for a pharaoh who lived 3,000 years earlier. It is further said that Belzoni also found some of the artist's paints and brushes still on the floor. Seti I was the second pharaoh of the 19th dynasty during the New Kingdom in Egypt, ruling Egypt between 1294 or 1290 and 1279 BC. He was also the father and immediate predecessor of Ramses the Great. Like other tombs in the Valley of the Kings, Seti I's tomb is full of funerary texts, symbols and scenes to ensure that the pharaoh reached the afterlife, the domain of god Osiris. An interesting feature in this tomb is the unfinished chamber, bearing only the outlines of figures and funerary scenes that would have looked like those in the other chambers had they been completed. Due to the size and complexity of the tomb, the pharaoh died before its completion. The artists only had a breathing space of 70 days, the period dedicated to the mummification of the pharaoh. Since this was not long enough for them to complete the work, this chamber was left unfinished, since following the pharaoh's funeral and ceremonial rituals, the tomb was shut for eternity. Nonetheless, this chamber is a goldmine for us today, since it clearly shows how the work was done and the stages involved in outlining, correcting, coloring, and eventually finishing elaborate ceremonial scenes inside ancient Egyptian tombs. For many years, this tomb had been closed to the public due to the extensive damage within and the possible threats to its conservation from visitors. It was finally reopened to the public in 2016. However, like Nefertari's tomb in the Valley of the Queens, KV17 requires a separate ticket costing 1,400 Egyptian pounds, about €60. The objective is undoubtedly to restrict access to visitors as much as possible. Entering this tomb was one of the highlights of my 2022 trip to Egypt. I hope you're enjoying this video as much as I enjoyed visiting the tomb and filming its lavish beauty. It is truly magnificent, a tomb to die for.